Hi guys, it's Legionero from Legionero B Patterns. I wanted to do a quick overview for the 3-day bag making planner that I created. So I just want to go over each page with you and each day just to give you a better understanding of the planner. So for day one is your planning day. That's the day where you're going to choose your pattern, and if you're using a pattern that's already made, then you are probably going to print the pattern, um, whatever else you need to do. But if you're drafting the pattern, I put over here check boxes. So if you are choosing from an existing pattern, you would just put a check mark here, and that would be that. But if you are drafting the pattern yourself, of course you will need your pattern paper, your measurements, your pencil, rulers, whatever else you use. And if something that you use is not on this list, that's why I have the blank for other, so you can add the information to it. Also, you want to plan your tools. Of course, we need our sewing machine, but you may use a different sewing machine for sewing bags. So you want to make sure you have your pattern and your instructions ready. Any scissors, of course, you want your paper scissors and your fabric scissors. You don't want to mix the two. Any other tools that you may need, and again, if it's not listed here, that's why you have the other blank. Any materials you're going to use, are you going to use vinyl? Are you going to use cotton cloth? How are you going to line it? What fabric are you going to use for your lining? What interfacing you're going to use? And miscellaneous is just information, again, that's not listed. And then your hardware. Are you going to add a zipper? Does your bag have rivets or grommets? Do you need D-rings? Are you adding a strap? So whatever hardware you're going to be using for your bag, you want to check that off here and then list anything that's not listed. And then you want to document how long it took you to get through the planning process, especially if you're going to sell your bags, because you want to account for your time. So for day two, this is your prep day. You gather all your tools, your materials, and your hardware, and whatever you're using for that particular pattern, that's where you will list them here. And I have the blanks here for you. Then you want to trim or draft your pattern, whichever one you're doing. If you're using an existing pattern, go ahead and trim. If it's a PDF, you're probably going to have to tape some pieces together. Or if you're drafting your pattern, go ahead and draft your pattern. Then cut out your pieces and your interfacing pieces. And what I like to do also is go ahead and do all my interfacing that day as well. So on the next day, I can go ahead and sew. And again, down here, you're going to document your time. And for day three, this is the good part. This is when you're going to put your bag together. So you'll construct the bag following the pattern instructions as a guide. If you made any design changes to the bag, maybe you added grommets instead of rivets, or maybe you increased the size of the bag, you put all your design changes here. If you had any particular difficulties, you can put them here, because if you're a blogger like me, of course, you want to give the pros and the cons. And if someone else is having trouble with it, they can read your blog or your post or whatever the case may be and see what difficulties you had with the pattern. Or you can just use it for your future use when you want to make the same pattern again. And then any lessons that you learned from that pattern, anything you want to do different, things that you may want to keep the same, things that you think may save you a little bit of time, or any errors that you may have made, anything that you want to write in this area. And then you have your notes area, any notes that you want to take for yourself for the next time you're making that particular pattern. And again, at the bottom, you want to document your time. So I hope this is helpful. And I also hope that you enjoy this free 3-day bag making planner. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at info@legionero.com. Talk to you later.